like to order 2 of the new double Big Mac meals.
Sorry, you said you want to try the two of the double Big Macs. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
The meals? Do they come in meals?
Yes.
All right.
And the drinks with those?
Coke, please.
All right. Is there anything else I can get for you?
No, ma'am, that's it.
It's going to be $18.39.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Basically, look, your options on the table right now are either to consider surgery to remove the prostate or to do radiation. Okay, now both of them work. Okay, both can cure you of your cancer. Okay, but the side effects are different. Okay, with surgery, okay, once you lose your prostate, okay, surgery takes about 2-3 hours. Okay, you're in the hospital one night. And you have to have a catheter, okay, for about 1 week, okay? When that catheter comes out, okay, you're gonna leak urine. You have to wear pads in the underwear. Not forever, okay? But for at least, for a few weeks to a few months. As you get farther away from the surgery, within 1 year, 90% of guys stop leaking, okay? Erections. After the surgery, your erections are gonna be weaker. You're going to need to take medications like Cialis and Viagra and things like that to help the erections. But it's going to take time, and they're going to come back slower than the leakage. But so with surgery, your side effects happen right away. With radiation, it's different. In the beginning, the side effect, you may have, some guys have a little diarrhea. But as you get older, so 2, 3, 4 years from now, is when you can have difficulty with urination. You can have difficulty with, getting up at night, can't control it, pain with urination, blood with urination. Erections, over time the erections will go down, okay? So 2-3 years from now, things will get worse. So that's the difference. The cure is the same, but the side effects for surgery happen right away, and then they get better. Radiation, the side effects are okay right now, but over time they'll get better.
Go sit down and eat, but we don't have that.
All right, BB.
We're having our little picnic.
We're over here in Zephyrhills, Florida, behind the Wawa and the Culvers. And this used to be a park where the YMCA was there at one time. And they used to be swings and stuff, but not no more. And today we are going to try the double Big Mac. And this way. Wow. Crazy. Son of a gun. Look at that. 2 patties on top. 2 patties on the bottom. And this was $18 and change.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
All right.
BB's challenge. Wow. She just got right into it. Anyway, while we're here enjoying our double Big Mac out here, of course, I don't know, is it bigger than the regular?
It is.
Is it? It doesn't look as tall, but I guess it is. Golly, you're just tearing it up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what that looks like right in there in their bites. It's not bad. Let's see if this will fill us up, because I'll be honest with you, I think they shrunk the Big Mac over the years and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's talk about why I'm choosing surgery. Oh, give me some ketchup, please. 2 packs for my Big Mac. Why I'm choosing surgery over the seeds, radiation seeds. Yes, get my ketchup on there. And as you heard the doctor explain, that, well, because of my Prolaris testing, first of all, because it's a medium. So it's definitely got to be treated. So I can't leave it in there. And that's what's good about the Prolaris testing. It can determine if you can keep it in there and just keep your PSA levels tested, or, you know, surgery or seeds, or it's to the point where they can't do neither and stuff.
Or
so
chemo.
no, there's no chemo. That's the radiation. Yeah, there was no chemo suggested. I don't even think they do chemo anymore. I think it's more the radiation. Maybe chemo is for someone who had it more severe than me, but mine was pretty moderate. I mean, like in 10 years, it would have killed me.
That can kill you.
Right.
Yes.
But the reason I chose surgery, because if you heard the doctor, the difference between radiation and surgery is that, you know, as far as like, you know, having sex or whatever, there's so much technology out there that if my dinkle-doodle didn't work, I mean, there's a pump, there's Viagra's, there's a whole bunch of other, I mean, there's always something if, you know, that came to play. With the seeds and stuff like that, I mean, again, you know, you could probably have the same thing and stuff, but
You're going through the side effects first.
right, it's the side effects. It's just that in the seeds, you can have sex now. You won't have leakage, and that's what usually people will want to go for. They want to go for the
Seeds.
quick way of, and the downtime. I think the downtime is almost the same, a week or two, where mine would be 3, because I
Because of
do
what you do
I
for
do
a
some
living.
heavy lifting, but. And plus, even regardless of the heavy lifting, I mean, I do yard work. We do stuff around the house. We do bikes and travel and stuff. But the thing is, with the seed, the benefit of having everything now, it's like winning the lottery. You know, you get the money now, or you can have it pay over by years. You know, you choose now, you can, you know, piss all the money now. But with the seeds, it can cure the cancer, it can kill it in there. But the radiation will always be in your body. You will always feel a burning sensation down in there, okay?
Who wants that?
As the years go on, like he was saying, then I would lose my erections. Then I would start, you know, leakage. So why would, you know, when I'm 60 years old, not saying again, like I wouldn't be sexually active, but the point is why would I want problems in the future just because to take the radiation now and the seeds now, you know, to have fun, when in the operation, I will have some leakage for a little bit. Over the time, within a year span, that should go away, and my erection should come back and stuff. So, you know, you replace one for the other. It's, you know, pay now, pay later. I rather pay now and have the leakage now than be 60 years old, because it's not like I'm in a wheelchair or I can't do stuff. I mean, I'm in a lot of body pain, my feet and everything, but I'm still active. So 60 years old, I don't want to see myself not active.
Right.
You know, I want to be like my dad, 88 years old and still active. And in my family history, we've had some people that had the seeds done and some people that had the surgery. Now, my father had the surgery. He beat cancer 20 years, I think a couple of years ago. But he beat it.
Right.
So, and he's 87, he'll be 88. And, you know, he did tell me when I found out I had cancer, just get it out. You know, it doesn't belong in you, get it out.
Right.
And even with this doctor at the USF, even he said, you know, we're going to remove it. You know, and, you know, if you believe in faith and everything, that was never supposed to be in me. So I'm just going to remove it and not leave it in me. Now, according to my dad, because he goes to a lot of cancer meets when he was, you know, being tested for all those years and stuff after the surgery. But he says that you can see people's faces with the radiation in them. You know, when you get radiation, you can't be around kids for a while. There's a lot of things you can't be around with that radiation in you. And remember, that radiation is in you. So,
Like you wouldn't be able to be around pot with his AFib.
right. You can't be around a lot of things and stuff. But it's just crazy that, you know, that those things. But that's why I chose the radiation. I mean, that's why I chose the surgery. Because I feel like I'll just pay for it now and then gradually get better later, because even with my neck surgery, with my neuropathy, with my restless legs, with my back, with the 2 accidents, I know I can, you know, come back from things. I don't want to go downhill, you know.
Right.
But other than that, how's that Big Mac?
It is great.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to take a bite into mine with the ketchup on it.
Oh.
Because you know I got to have me some ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Without ketchup, I'll die. That's the truth. I need my ketchup. All right, well, let me eat into it, and then I'll let you know how it really tastes with ketchup on it. And people who haven't tried a Big Mac with ketchup, I promise you, it will up the game. All right, dude. So what'd you think about your Big Mac?
It needed more of the Mac sauce on it.
The Big Mac special sauce? Yeah.
It was kind of a little dry, but it was good. I just think it'd be better with more of the Big Mac sauce on it.
Yeah, it was dry and salty. Very salty.
Very
I don't know where the hell that salt came from, bro.
Probably with whatever.
And I know it wasn't the ketchup. But yeah, I could have used about 2 more packs of ketchup or an extra sauce on it. But yeah, it was dry.
It was dry.
But I'm pretty full.
Yeah,
it's
good.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
But the crazy thing is, you know, they shrunk the burger. You're paying, was it $18 for the meal?
It was $18.21 for the 2 of us. For the meals.
Yeah, for the meals, but it's like they have the regular Big Mac, the single Big Mac. But let me see how much this receipt says that it costs. No, it doesn't tell you. It just says $17. But you think about it, like, you know, that's what Big Mac used to taste like before they did the double.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how big it used to be before.
Yeah, it used to be it used to be like the Big Mac when they had that special.
Mm-hmm.
They had the bigger Big Mac. But it's like, why do you got to pay extra, you know, when the original one was already good to begin with? 2 people, almost $20. You get French fries and a thing. I mean, I guess in 2020, that's not bad because you're keeping it under 20.
Yeah.
$20. I'm sure you wouldn't save that much if you bought the regular Big Mac. You know,
really.
you could probably be looking at 16 versus an extra $2-3 more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's dry. It's very dry.
So are you about ready for your surgery?
Hey, we getting there. But if anyone's got any questions or whatever, I'll be happy to answer them. I mean, the stuff I've been going through and the doctors and the stuff that we're learning. But that Prolaris or testing,
Prolaris.
yes. I mean, you make sure if you found out you got cancer, that they send your cancer out. And if you don't even have the insurance to cover it, I mean, it's only like $50 or $75. And if your life is not worth $50 or $75, I mean, you could have a flea market in your house and sell something, you know. Because what that does, again, that will determine and help you make a decision.
Well, you and your doctor to go in the right direction for treatment.
But it eases you because there's some people that do have the very low minimum. Because when I went to that website, I was reading it, and they didn't get nothing done. They had their PSA monitored, and their cancer never grew. But that's the person with a low one. Unfortunately, I had the middle one, and thank God I didn't have the high one.
Well, too, and they also use your own DNA, and they put it in a database with other cancers with your same DNA makeup, and that's how they know how it's going to
grow. Yeah,
to grow.
Because he said 10 years. Yeah, I'd be dead in 10 years from cancer.
Well, even the first doctor said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, at least they were consistent with that.
The second opinion was both. Yeah, the first doctor wanted to do it by hand, and this doctor wants to do it by with Robotic.
Yeah,
he's done over 200
a year.
Yeah, and we went to the USF, which is the best of the best
here in Central Florida.
Yeah, when you come to that, because that's where all the research centers are at and everything.
Yep.
The Moffitt Center, and all that is right there.
Yeah.
And stuff. So they're on top of their game.
Yeah.
Well.
And you're going to a good hospital. You're going to Tampa General.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are all things you have to. It was either Advent Health or Tampa General. Tampa General is part of USF. Advent Health is not part of USF. Not taking nothing against them, but the word USF in Florida means a lot.
Yes.
I mean, you have the best of the best.
As they say, they're not just practicing the medicine.
Right.
They're developing it.
Yes. Yes. So, like you definitely want something.
Always try to get the best of the best.
If you can afford it.
That's right.
Like I said, I could have went to Advent. The other doctor, he was Baycare.
He was Baycare.
And again,
pretty good around here.
Yeah, Baycare's new, Advent is new. USF has been around for a long time, and like I said,
Tampa General's been around since the 1800s.
Yeah, and these colleges here, these doctors are very professional. You walk into a USF office, and oh my gosh, you think you're in a, like I said, I thought I was in a soap opera. Everyone buttoned up, professionally talk, even when they're walking by. I mean, you just know, like, these people take their job serious.
Right.
Friendly. You see different people for everything.
Right.
When I seen that doctor, right after that doctor, I seen another nurse after him. She was explaining something. The practitioner, she made a pamphlet out, and usually you go to some doctor's office, you're seeing a practitioner. You're not seeing a doctor.
Right.
And stuff. Where here they had the practitioner make the pamphlets. The doctor, he's the one who oversees and does everything. A lot of places you don't see your surgeon.
Right.
You see the practitioner, then the surgeon guy comes and just cuts you up. This guy here, if you listen to the video, you see how he talked, and he was smooth. He answered everything, asked me if I want questions, and his voice was all in one tone. Very professional, very, like I said.
And they do take time out with their patients.
Yeah.
It's not like, okay, well, I'm going to cut on you. See you later.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, this guy was.
It's not a 5 or 10 minute thing. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and that makes a big difference when you're going for stuff like this.
Right. So, like I said, that's why I chose surgery. Because I want to get it over with now and get better. And this way I can tackle my other issues with the pains in my leg and throughout my body and stuff. And then, of course, my gallstone. And so our next video, BB. And just to let everyone know, this Jeff Gordon blanket, yes. I bought this for my son when I first moved down to Florida. And I think I moved down here in '93. And people were into NASCAR down here. I was just a Jersey boy coming into the country. And everyone's like, into NASCAR. And they were like, well, who's your driver? Well, unfortunately, I like the way the car looked. So this is Jeff Gordon. I want to say his second season into NASCAR, because that was the Monte Carlo that he was driving. But yeah, I still have this blanket in 2020. So from 93 to 2020, this blanket is old.
Yeah.
And it's still survival. I've used this to work on cars, and it's got grease and everything. And today we're using it for a picnic. So until our next video from Florida.
See ya.
And stay blessed.